TACC, one child, one youth, one TACC, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one TACC, one child, one youth, one TACC, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
It is 7:16 in the morning on the continent of Africa. This is Chief Abundance. I will be dealing exclusively this morning on the exchange. I have been having conferences with the tech developer, the exchange developer, that they are actually out of India. I also have another group of developers that initiated our website. They are also in India. One thing that we need to understand in TACC community, it is one thing to build or to develop an app or a system. The other thing is to secure it and also to secure people's money within those apps. It is very important that the community understand it is one thing to build an app. Is the other to find trustworthy people to operate it. I am bringing this to the community of Tiashans because, as I said, I am having ongoing conferences with the developers of the exchange. And the question now is, who in the Tiashan community has the skills and the trustworthiness to manage our exchange? Do we leave it into the hands of those who developed it? Or do we put it in the hands of the Tiashan? Sometimes, we do things without thoroughly think through what can happen. And I am bringing this up because of what happened to our partners in Kenya. The first African company and the only one so far to be associated with TACC. It was Rod's Pay First. They scammed us. The developers broke away and formed Ajax. Ajax basically so far is looking like the same. But the person who introduced me to them, which I know is a credible, mature, respected lady out of St. Lucia, I have now gotten her involved, of which she assured me that they say they will complete the mobile apps, our mobile wallet apps, because as I told you, they too were running, as it were, from completing the work, denying who they were, because they have allegedly changed their even company names. And a lot of this, Tiashans, let me open your eyes as to what is really happening. Because a lot of you do not understand the negative effects, the ripple effects that Tetla Luno, that crashes the entire ecosystem, and now FTX, how that is affecting fintech and the fintech companies around the world. I just want the Tiashan to understand something. When Bitcoin was at 50,000, 55,000, we engaged both companies, the mobile app and the exchange. And so, for example, the exchange company, they charge us a little over 60,000. As I said, I have nothing to hide. Bitcoin was very high at the time. Ajax, they charge what? Some 8,000 something to develop both apps. Bitcoin was at 55,000. The issue is they're not telling me, but I'm not stupid. Now Bitcoin is less than 16, 17,000. It means that to them, they have lost. They have lost because Bitcoin dropped. But that is not my issue. It's not our problem because they already got paid. I mean, the mobile app, they already got paid. The developers of the exchange has not yet fully, but they have gotten at least like 80%. So the delinquency and the tardiness, this drop in value is also a contributing factor. A lot of companies today is no longer because of the debacle of Tesla Luno. And the CEO said it. The CEO said it that a lot of companies will be wiped out as a result of the drop of Bitcoin. A lot of operation has ceased. It's just like the stock market. When the stock market crashes, a lot of the CEOs sometimes commit suicide. The people in America, in Manhattan, they can tell you about what happened. When company stock crashes, when you think you have millions of dollars, you wake up, you have nothing. It's not an easy thing because at the end of the day, the expenses that you have still continues. The expenses still continue. So the question, and very critical to the community of Tiashans, knowing what has happened in the past with exchanges, Binance, the world's largest exchange, they have hacked into that several times and stole money. A lot of exchanges, because at the end of the day, nothing is 100%. Even in the banks, they hack the banks. They hack your account. When you think your account, one of my admin reported that somebody went into the one account and stole all the coins that we had in there. And so persons get your information so many different ways. They clone your phone. Sometimes you open certain apps. You open certain emails. You go on Facebook. Sometimes it is clone account. People are using your friend's account until you found out it is too late. So the technology at hand is so sophisticated, and the hackers are increasing, and they're becoming more and more sophisticated in the field, because that is their work, to steal. You know, before time, when somebody wants to scam you, you know, they will send you an email and they will say to you, oh, my pa died, my this died, and I have so much money here in the bank and or in this trust. And so for us to get all this money, and they even tell you, we want to help, we want you to help us. They don't know you know, but they want you to help them transfer this money into your account. And you will get so much money when everything is over. But at the end of the day, they're asking you, oh, you need to send 5,000, you need to send 2,000, you need to send 10,000 so we can get out this million. That's what they used to use. And a lot of people used to fall victim of that one. Oh, somebody will tell you, you have won, they send information, oh, you have won the lottery. You know, Microsoft or this person, they did a raffle online. And you came out the winner. and they will ask you on your WhatsApp for your information, your name, your account, so they can send the money. That's what they used to do. Now they realize that people are catching on to these scams, so they're now using technology where they don't have to ask you any question. They just go online, search for you, and send you certain information. As soon as you open the information, all your account information is wiped out. This is the level of technology that is existing. And the question to the TACC community, which one of you in the community, especially those of you who are rushing for the exchange, we have not had any major embarrassment from since TACC started. Person individually has been scammed. Persons that opened your wallet, went back in and stole your coins. We have had that. Persons that you trusted, giving your money to buy your coins, run off with your money. We have had that. But those are individual cases, of which most of them, 90%, 99% have been rectified. We're talking about an exchange here now, where at times they are hacked into, no matter how good the security is, because as I said, nothing is 100%. So who in the community that can manage such an exchange, who has the skills and command the trustworthiness of the TACCs? Who? So I am now putting in the forum, if there is such a one, come forward. Come forward. Because it is one thing to have an exchange, and the exchange is coming. But who among us can we put there to manage to secure that we can sleep at night? It's one thing to have an exchange, but it's another thing to manage it, to secure people funds. Because when you have an exchange, you're receiving funds from all over the world. All over the world. And so that is why they advise that you only keep probably 10% of the monies on exchanges, and you put 90% in cold. They call it cold wallets. Cold wallets that is off the exchange. So should anything happen, you don't lose all your money. It's not an easy matter we are dealing with. And so I just want the House of TACC to know that sometimes you don't rush these things. There's a lot more that happens behind the scene that is on the surface. And we have not had any global embarrassment. Persons try individually to bring down TACC. Oh yes, they tried. And as we go on, they will still try. They will still try. They will still try to bring it down, because it is our nature. Hence the reason we are in the position that we're in globally, because we are not builders of bridges. We are deceivers and breakers breakers and blockers, stumbling blockers in our own way. And so this morning, I just decided I should bring that to you, that it is a very critical juncture that we're about to cross as we having these meetings and with the exchanges, and how it will look like after it has been finished, delivered, uploaded on the server. Who will manage it? Who will be responsible? How the community can feel safe as we have had in the past. And so I am throwing it into the floor for you to through as you go end this whole year into the new one, our year of abundance. What are your suggestions? This is Chief Abundance. Good morning.